folks. At the Movies with Philm. Got a nice film for you tonight. One I think you're really going to enjoy. It goes under different titles. Psycho Circus. I kind of like that. Ours is Circus of Fear. I kind of like that Psycho Circus. That's kind of nice. Now, this isn't really a traditional horror film. I don't want to get you all head up to think it's a horror film in the tradition of some of the other circus-type films that you might think on, like Freaks and so on. It's more of a crime caper type of thing. And it's directed by John Moxey. John Moxey, you might know him. We showed one of his films already on the air. We showed Horror Hotel. This is more of in the middle of his television output time. This is 1966. He's working on the Avengers, and he's working on things like The Saint. Remember The Saint? I love that show. Yeah, that's where old Roger Moore got his start. Now, what maybe makes people think that this might be a horror film, Moxey, of course, is director. Likewise, Christopher Lee is in this. Now, Christopher Lee's kind of interesting in this film. He walks around wearing this black hood all the time and talking with a Russian accent. He's a lion tamer, and he knows how to tame those savage beasts real good-like. Kind of a mysterious figure. Of course, anybody who wears a mask walking around like that is always going to cause some kind of suspicion. Another guy is kind of interesting in here. There's one of the little people in here, played by a guy named Skip Martin. Now, Skip Martin, you might know him from The Mask of Red Death. Whoop, something coming in. What's the deal with the bat? They want to know what's the deal with the bat. Well, I really can't tell you. It kind of mesmerizing to look at. Oh, but anyway, Circus of Fear. Yeah, fun film. What about the bat? You figure it out. Okay. The film is really kind of the print that we have. I have to ask for forgiveness. Please forgive us. It's kind of washed out. It's got some places that are pretty dark in it. Yeah, but it's still worth watching. I'll tell you, I was reading up on this, and some people were kind of harsh on this movie. Can you believe that? Harsh on movies that we would show on this at the Movies with Philm? Unbelievable. I thought this maybe was a film that I would have a hard time getting through. Not me. Watched every instant, every moment of this film. I loved it. Loved the music. Kind of jazzy. Reminded me of Beat Girl. Got that sound. Johnny Douglas wrote the music. He wrote the music for Day of the Triffids. Remember that? We've shown that. Crack in the World. He also wrote the music for the Transformers. I know some of you might be interested in that. And the Incredible Hulk. The film is, got one of my favorite actors in it, too. He doesn't have a big role. He doesn't even speak a lot in this. Klaus Kinski. Now, I'm a big follower of Werner Herzog, the German filmmaker, and he uses the Klaus Kinski figure quite a bit. And he's got this menacing look in this film. He can just stand in a film and look menacing. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, you know. Him standing there kind of looking menacing. You know who he reminds me of? And you're going to think I'm a nut. Jack Elam. Jack Elam, who very often played sinister characters in cowboy films and westerns, standing around just looking kind of mean-like. Remember the great scene of him in Once Upon a Time in the West? It's very quiet. Great scene. Remember the scene with the hat and the water dripping down on the brim and the whole thing? Really kind of a nice take. Jack Elam, I think, might have been related in some ways to Klaus Kinski. Okay, well, folks, Circus of Fear, nice 1966 film. It's going to really fascinate you, I think, because of this caper angle and, well, see what happens. Let's roll them, Smokey. You scream like a girl. Love, Philly. Really? I do not scream like a girl.